the show isn't so much about lists as it is about being clever and, well, yelling at each other a whole lot. It's the S list. We're going to talk about movies and music, a free exchange of ideas and media. It's a very serious
That's
title.
very good. It sounds like my term paper.
It's very intellectual. A plus. A plus.
Oh, I didn't cite my references.
MLA format, Nick Murphy. MLA format. Oh, jokes. All right, so let's go around the table and get everybody's opinion of like a movie that exemplifies proper use of music in film, whether it be score, soundtrack, or people singing along. I don't know.
Okay.
If anybody likes the musical. Nikita, go.
Wayne's World, Bohemian Rhapsody,
High five.
off the top of my head.
There you go.
But seriously, I have like a sick fascination with music being abused in films.
Okay.
And one example, probably most obvious, would be Reservoir Dogs, Stuck in the Middle with You. Every time I hear that song, I'm like,
It's connected to that film.
that is sick. I love it.
Yeah, inexorably linked.
Yeah,
like forever
and I see this happening a lot. Like, I was in Michael's craft store with like my mom, looking at sequins.
Sounds like a good day.
And the Little Locomotion song came on, and I was like, oh, hey, this song's in that new David Lynch movie, Inland Empire.
Oh, man.
And like, I literally was just like, I
Sorry,
felt
Mom,
gross.
time to go home.
Like,
Mom,
ah.
gotta go home and shower.
And like, Trainspotting did that too, because Lou Reed's Perfect Day
Yeah.
couldn't already be
That
sad
sequence
enough.
is like,
Like,
linked
let's
with that.
die to it.
But do you think
Except
that's
not.
do you think that that's good use, or do you
I
think
think it's amazing.
so it's abusive? But it's abusive, but you keep going back for more, like women,
Yeah, I love
like
it.
women in general.
Yeah.
But that's good though. That like makes the connection. That's really good use of that because it's
Contrast.
like now this film and this song are linked together.
And you'll never,
Marketing
you can't wash it off your body
synergy.
at night. You can't take a shower and it won't go away.
No, yeah, can't get the dirty
It's like
off.
herpes.
It's like you're right.
How about you?
Sometimes-
Keith?
it pops up.
Showers don't get rid of her.
Okay, one that I it's a guilty pleasure. Rockstar, Marky Mark.
Oh my!
What door did we unlock?
Hold on.
Go ahead, Keith
Josh
Santiago.
Henderson is walking out right now.
Keith Santiago, why don't you explain to the audience?
I'm gonna need a line from that movie. I'm gonna need a little. I'm gonna need a little verse from that movie.
Go ahead.
Verse.
Give it to me.
For the music.
Stand up and shout.
Really? Is nobody gonna clap? Is nobody gonna clap? Thank you.
Bravo.
It just growing up that time, you know, it kind of encapsulated just the rise and fall of cock rock.
Right.
You know, like
Thanks, Def Leppard.
Exactly.
I mean, it's cheesy, but like how serious they took it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
There's that whole montage where they're racing Batmobiles.
yes.
Very serious.
yes. But like,
And at the end, when he's like, just, it's all about the music, man. I'm
Yeah.
just sitting here in the park.
it's not just made up music. I can appreciate the fact that they got a band together, created the songs
Right,
that
right.
fit.
Right.
You know, they got the real guys, minus, you know, Timothy Fantastic as a standing guitarist.
Yeah.
You know, they had the majority of real musicians.
Right. But that was a good use of like, here's a fake band.
Yes.
Or like a Eddie and the Cruisers kind of thing. Here's like a fake
Right.
band. and
Another
here's-
guilty pleasure.
Right. Here's their
That's all right.
biography, and yeah, for what it's trying to do, kudos to them. You know what I mean? I think it accomplishes that.
On a
very well.
side, a little more tastier, like more taste, The Commitments. Alan Parker, you know,
Yeah.
working class Irish band, not especially at that time when one of my favorite scenes is when they're auditioning people and they're asking like their influences. They're throwing out U2, Sinead O'Connor, and they're like, no, we don't want you people.
Yeah.
We want what, you know. It also opened me up to like different things like Otis Redding, Wilson Pickett, and that
Right.
stuff, you know.
Nice.
And I like seeing the progression, you know, of
Yeah.
like, even though it's a made up band.
No,
like,
yeah.
You know, just, it's believable.
The evolution of sound.
Yes.
essentially.
Right.
Yeah. Very serious answer from a very serious man. He's a
Very
musician,
much so.
everyone.
Very much so.
Can we tell? Remember when we all made fun of him for a rock star like 5 seconds ago? And now we're yeah, that gets an A.
call, Mike.
You know, Nick Murphy, see me after class. Key Santiago.
All right.
Honors program.
Would you like to go, sir, or would you want me to go?
I'm gonna go last.
All right, that's fine.
We got a zinger. Come
Okay.
No, I don't.
My movies and music thing, it's not so much one film. His entire career is kind of encompassed movies and music
Who could
together.
This be?
Nick Murphy, steal my thunder. Go right ahead. Just go ahead.
So, Cameron Crowe, right? He kind of writes these music into his scripts,
Right.
and at which point they become inseparable.
Right. The movie is the music.
Right.
Tiny Dancer.
Tiny Dancer in Almost Famous is, you can't listen to that song without thinking of that. And also, although he didn't direct, but Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Absolutely.
That fucking car song,
Didn't he
which
wrote
is
that,
coming
right?
out.
Oh my God.
He wrote that.
Say
He wrote that.
Anything.
Yeah. And Say Anything with Peter Gabriel.
Movie
Absolutely.
ruined my life.
Right. Right.
Forever.
And I think
Ruined my
you and
life.
I think, I don't know what it was on. I think we had like a mix on or something like that, and that Sugar Rose song came on.
Yeah.
And you were like,
Vanilla
Vanilla
Sky.
Sky. And I was
Absolutely.
like, that's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
There's actually this other part in Vanilla Sky where Salisbury Hill comes on.
Yeah.
And
That's not in any movie. It's a trailer song too.
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
is.
yeah.
It's a very, very good trailer song.
Right.
More movies should use that song.
Exactly. But Cameron Crowe, like throughout his career, music is like very much a part of his life. So much so that he marries that chick from Heart.
Oh yeah, that's
Nancy
right.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that going? I mean,
That chick, she's badass. Redhead.
Josh Bruce. That one.
Michael, I defer to you, sir.
I didn't think you were gonna go. I thought you were gonna go for an obvious answer, but I'm gonna
Right.
go for the obvious answer.
Not that it wasn't an obvious answer. I thought that was well thought
it
out.
wasn't.
That's
I'm
not what I thought either.
That's okay. What were you going to think I was going to go with?
I thought you were kind of going Rodriguez.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Wes Anderson
I have both
or Quentin.
Tarantino and Rodriguez
Yeah.
written down
Both
for.
equally mentionable.
They point out to you like a lot of like music that maybe gets lost in the annals of like the canon of American
right,
music.
Like, hey,
yeah.
I know you're not listening to this. You should be.
You should be, right.
Right.
It's like, this was good then, why don't we still consider it good now?
Right.
But I'm going to say Wes Anderson
Good.
as a pick.
That's-
However, Paul Thomas Anderson also has excellent use of music in his films.
Right.
Not only
Yes,
original scores,
absolutely.
that really ranges from like having like Johnny Greenwood making like
Right.
Dude, There Will
100-year-old
Be
turn of the
Blood
century music, and There Will Be
I listen
Blood.
Or
to
lack
that
thereof.
when I'm
Yeah.
driving. It
But
makes me
even
feel
like
crazy.
contracting like Aimee Mann to be like, hey, write a whole soundtrack for this movie,
Dude.
Like,
That is like, if there's like a top 10, which we probably could do,
didn't think
a
of
list of like my favorite scenes in a movie.
we should make a show about that.
Then
We should make a
singing.
show
Yeah.
where
Called
we
the
make-
S List.
where we make lists about things.
About movies.
But
Continue.
that's like probably like top 3, possibly even like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
On like my favorite scene from a film because it comes out of nowhere.
Music video.
We're talking about Magnolia.
Magnolia
in case you
music
didn't know.
video.
The music video for
In the
Save
mu-
Me is awesome. as
Also
well. Like,
excellent,
way to
but
bring back
in the
the
movie-
In the movie,
There's a
it's
music
such
video.
It's such
Yeah.
a such a
with the
such
characters in a
it's such
metafictional way.
I was just gonna say it's such a meta moment because
Yeah.
it's like, hold on, plot.
Yeah.
We're gonna sing along.
Yep.
And you're gonna know where.
And not everybody can sing. Tom Cruise cannot sing, but he sat there and I sat for 4 minutes. I listened to him and
I
everybody else in the
believed
movie
it. I
and
fucking
sang.
believed it. I
Yeah,
believed it, like-
well, listen to them sing. Yeah.
Right, but it's like so good, and like what the fuck is his name? I haven't.
John C. Reilly?
Yeah,
This is
John C.
good.
Reilly. John C. Reilly, great actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden doing this comedy stuff, but
Yeah.
solid actor.
Yeah, and he sing in Chicago also, which I did not
Yeah,
see.
he did.
But he did
He
do it as I was
wasn't
on singing.
bad.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
people say.
It was
But I mean, I think
fit.
let's go back to Wes Anderson real quick, because I know some people here have a real soft spot for David Bowie. We got all right, and I think like also maybe some of his music selection is like a little too much of a slice of Americana to like really be considered original. Or people are kind of like, that's a little obvious, and like, it's kind of like right up the middle. But
It's
still,
okay though. If you're gonna be obvious about something, the least you can do is do it right and do it correctly and
it's
do it in a
not
way
a
that's
compilation.
interesting.
He does make compilation soundtracks, but they're not the same compilation soundtrack that
Right.
every other movie makes.
Right.
The Watchmen was so unfortunate that it fell victim to
We
having the
just
same
talked about
soundtrack
that.
as Forrest Gump. And it's actually idiotic
Yes, it's-
sounding,
Yeah.
that soundtrack in that movie,
Yeah.
which is such a shame, because what a great use of a song from another soundtrack. Billy Corgan in The End is the Beginning is the End. In the
Right.
trailer,
From Batman
Batman
and Robin.
Batman and
soundtrack.
Robin,
Not
so
even-
good.
was it in the movie even?
No, it wasn't. No.
They
It
had
was
the
on the
single,
soundtrack.
and then
There's a
it was
companion
all their
song.
version of it.
Right. The beginning is the end is the beginning.
Yeah.
And the end is the beginning is the end.
Broke like a jigsaw